at Ribbon Studio. My name is Denise, and I'd like to take this time to thank my viewers and subscribers for tuning in. And if you're new here, welcome. This is a podcast about crochet, cross stitch, and lots of other fiber related goodness. Guys, are you exhausted? I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted because I no longer want to debate the issues surrounding coronavirus. I hope that everyone is staying safe and well. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to just give you a little recap from last week. I was talking about how while I was recording my video, I had pork roast in the oven, and I was so excited about it. It was a brand new recipe for pernil, which is roast pork cooked Puerto Rican style. And I finished recording the video and went out, into the kitchen, and I'm like, why am I not smelling anything? Apparently my daughter had put something else in the oven beside the pork roast, and when she was done, she turned the oven off absentmindedly. So it seems as if it was off for about 3 hours. So no worries. I said we'll just have a late dinner. So that was issue number one. Issue number two occurred when I did finally successfully roast the pork, and I went to slice into it, and the moment that I sliced into it is when I realized, oh my goodness, guys, I bought the wrong type of meat. So here I have this ham, which was not supposed to be ham. It was supposed to be roast pork. And so I was so disappointed with that. It still was really, really tasty. I've made a lot of, a couple, well, not a lot, but a couple of different dishes, with it this week. But quite frankly, guys, listen, I'm over it. I'm so over it. Today is Monday, and I've been trying to get myself together to actually record a video since Friday. My mood has been all over the place, and so, forgive me if my mood might be showing today, but I still wanted to come on and show you guys what I've been working on, even though I'm not necessarily in the cheeriest of moods today. Of course, one of the reasons being, where is Mr. Ribbon? Mr. Ribbon went to work. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that there. Of course, school is out. We have Desiree and Maya home today, which is absolutely fine. You may hear some background noises as Desiree is laying down the law and making sure that Maya continues her studies while she's at home, because this is not summer break nor spring break. Today, guys, we're going to talk about works in progress and a couple of acquisitions. And so let's just dive right in and get started. As you may have seen from the title of this video, guys, I am still shawl struck. I started another shawl, and let me show you, because I love it. I love it. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. And this is the Easy Breezy shawl by Purple Iguana on Ravelry. And there is also a tutorial by Fiber Spider right here on YouTube. And let me show you how far I've gotten. Oh my gosh, guys, I love her. She is so pretty. And of course, so simple. Such a soothing stitch. And this yarn is wonderful. I absolutely love this. And so the yarn that I'm using is, I'm probably going to need my eyes for this, guys. This is Yarn Bee Fair Isle that I received from Rose at Rose Likes Crochet in a giveaway. And just to give you the specs on it, 1 second. Okay, wow, I can see now. Okay, the color is, hold on, got to do a visual here. The color is Raspberry Cream, and it is 80% acrylic and 20% alpaca. And oh my gosh, guys, you can feel the alpaca in this yarn. Each skein of this is 254 yards, and I'm planning to use the better of both skeins. Of course, I'll stop at some point when I'm like, okay, that's enough, but I really do plan to use both skeins. This is so beautiful. I love the way these colors are going. I love the actual way that the colors are intermingling. And this is so easy, guys, because it's all double crochet. It's all double crochet. And what I plan to do with this, I really am thinking about sending this shawl to my sister in New York. I think she would like this one. Pat, if you're watching, let me know if you want this shawl. Thank you. So, that is my Easy Breezy shawl. So, of course, I also worked on some cross stitch this week, and I'm going to start with Snow Pals, which I have here. And I'm going to insert a picture here of where I was the last time I showed it to you guys. And this is where it is now. I probably should have taken the pins out to show you a little bit better, but I really got a lot done. And I'm really pleased with my progress. And I wanted to point out that this is the actual top of this page. I know that I told you guys before that this is a 4-page chart, and I was on page 1. Well, it turns out I'm really on page 3. Okay, because this is the top of the chart. This is the side where it ends off, and so there's more above, more below, and so I'm really pleased with the progress on this. And I wanted to point out that when I am cross stitching, I try to keep the white to last, because you know your fingers naturally have natural oils on them, and it can sometimes get a little dirty on your stitching. And so a lot of what's in here is going to be white. So we're going to keep going with that. And like I said, I'm really pleased with my progress. And so that's the Snow Pal sampler. And I just wanted to show you very, very briefly my progress on the Snowman. If I could find him. He's in here somewhere. There he is. There he is. I found him. And yeah, he's almost done, guys. He's almost done. And just to show you and point out again that I've left the white part of this to the end. I stitched everything else that I could stitch, and now I'm going back and filling it in with the white so that he doesn't get dirty. Now this pattern also, okay, I think you can see there are spaces that have been left unstitched. And so this pattern again calls for beads in those spaces, but because I am stitching this on perforated plastic, I am not going to attach beads to this one, but I am going to go back and stitch in those spots with a nice light blue. So we'll see how that goes. I'm working hard, guys, but like I said, you know, the mood swings that are happening here, you know, I've got to get a hold of that. I've got to get a hold of it. So let's see, what else do we have? I got an acquisition. It's most of you know that I have been collecting a cross stitch Christmas books that are put out by Better Homes and Gardens, and it's a whole series of 25 books, started in 1995 all the way up to present day. And so I went ahead and I splurged, guys, because of the fantastic prices at thriftbooks.com. And since I have the book from 1995, which I was so excited to get because it was the very first one they ever published, and then I also had 1997, I thought, no, 1998, I thought just go ahead and get 96 and 97 and fill in that gap. So this is the one from 1996, a cross stitch Christmas, 1996. And they always have a subtitle, and so this one is Gifts to Cherish. So I see a lot of good stitching coming in that one. And then 1997 is called Share the Joy. And there is that one. So I am really, really happy with these books, guys. It's bringing me so much joy to be able to collect all of these and to always have some Christmas cross stitch available for myself. So those were my acquisitions. I wanted to tell you about another acquisition that I made. And I was going to tell you about this last week and I totally forgot. But I've been looking for some storage ideas for my Snow Pal sampler because there's a lot of floss involved. And at the very beginning, I showed you guys that I had the floss on a ring. And that just didn't seem to be working out really well for me. The floss was getting stuck on the ring. It looked really sloppy, and I'm like, I can't work with this. So, you know, I kind of looked around, talked to people, tried to get some other ideas for how I wanted to store my floss. So, someone came up with what I thought was a great idea. And they suggested putting the individual I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, just in case you're not familiar. Let me show you what I'm talking about. They suggested putting the individual floss card holder thingies, okay, into a clear 35mm slide page, and then slipping those pages, put the floss in by color number, slip the pages into a binder, and that would make for great organization. Well, I bought these slide holder page thingies, okay, for 35mm slides. There's 25 pages in the package, and I have to tell you guys, I attempted to store my floss in it, and I was not happy, because before I could even get a full page of floss put into it, they were falling out. They were just slipping out all over the place. So that's not going to work for me at all. And if you have any need for these 35mm slide page holder thingies, leave me a comment below. I will be more than happy to choose someone to send this to, because I have absolutely no use for this at all. I racked my brain. I was like, well, maybe I could use it for something else. Haven't come up with anything. So if you are interested in receiving these, please let me know in the comments below, and I will pick someone and send it out to you. So what I did, I think I was resisting the idea all along of using these little craft tackle box thingies. Well, mine is a tackle box because, as you know, Mr. Ribbon is a fisherman. I'm trying to see if I can get it. It's got the Bass Pro Shop logo on it here. And I think I was kind of resistant to use them. You know, he's given me a few over the years to hold my various craft items in. But it turns out, guys, that this really is the best option. This is the best option. I've got the floss all organized by number, and when I sit down to stitch, it's a breeze. It's easy peasy. So that turns out to be the best answer for me at this point in time. So I wanted to share that with you as well. Now, let me see if I can put some of this stuff to the side for a second. Now, I wanted to talk just for a moment about Crossword, which is the sampler that I recently purchased from Long Duck Samplers. And here it is. And I have not yet started to stitch this, guys, because I was really confused about, you know, exactly what I was going to do. As I did mention before, I'm used to picking up a chart and it says use this color here, use this color there. I usually go with it. I use the floss that they suggest, which in my case is always DMC floss. And this one, however, you really can just take liberties with. You can use whatever fabric you want. You can use whatever floss you want. And so I had to really think about it. And so thank you guys for all of your comments about suggestions of how I can stitch this. And I do want to say that as soon as I had made no sooner than I had made a decision on what I was going to do, I got a comment from none other than Carrie Penny at the Happy Crafty Homemaker. Hi, Carrie Penny. Who was on this very same wavelength. She suggested go ahead and stitch it on black, and use some pink variegated floss. And guys, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I can envision it in my mind. And so that's what I'm going to be doing with that. Thank you guys for commenting. I love it. I love it so much. It helps me to, sometimes think a project through. And I love just having that contact with you guys. One of the things about this that I love with this chart, if you could tell I'm slightly obsessed, even though I haven't started yet, is that I'm not giving myself any real deadline. I'm just going to take my time. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to enjoy it. However, I did run across the Long Dog Leap Day Stitch Along, which is a stitch along where people are cross-stitching a project by Long Dog Samplers. They started on February 29th. And guess what, guys? We have 4 years to finish it. So although I'm really behind on getting a good start on this, or getting a start on it at all, I am excited to be a part of that stitch along. And I think 4 years is long enough for me to get this project done. So I also forgot to mention to you guys that I wanted to, first of all, I want to thank you for your comments on the sweet potato pie coasters that I've been working on endlessly. I love that you agreed with the fact that, just that extra touch of the dark yarn is going to make a big difference. And so one of the reasons I wanted to mention that, besides thanking you guys for the comments, is because, guys, I have a schedule. Now, it's not a schedule that anybody else could probably ever understand, or it probably doesn't make any sense to anybody but me, but trust me, it's a schedule. So, I sat down the other day, and I'm like, well, okay, so I'm going to crochet today. And I was supposed to be working on the coasters. But guys, I was so taken with this shawl. I was just stitching away. And then I was like, oh, wait. Like hours and hours later, I was like, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be working on the coasters. So I quickly finished my row on the shawl. And then I pulled out the coasters. And so I've been able to get a little bit of work done on that. Yeah, in fact, I think it was probably Friday, and I was frustrated that day. Anyway, so that's how that turned out. But thank you guys for your comments. Now, I also want to point out another thing with the cross stitch. I showed you guys when I purchased these plastic mesh zipper bags from Amazon, and they came in a pack of 5. There are now projects in each one of these. That's it. I'm going on record. 5 whips, 5 cross stitch whips is it. That's it. That's all I'm doing at a time. I'm not doing more than 5, guys. So all of my project bags for cross stitch are full. That's it. We're cutting it off. Shutting it down. So I want to, that's pretty much all I have to share with you guys today, but I wanted to talk about the random act of kindness drawing that I'm going to be doing on a monthly basis. And I just want to point out to you guys that in order to be chosen as a recipient of the random act of kindness, you do need to be a subscriber, and I do need to see that you are subscribed to my channel, because after all, this is a gift that is going out to thank those of you who have subscribed to my channel and are supporting me along the way. So if you've lasted this far, I'd like to ask you to go ahead and hit that like button. Share this video if you can. And speaking of sharing this video, I want to point out that I am wearing today my bracelet from none other than Kim at Classy Kim's Crochet. Thank you, Kim, who also, with her generous heart, shared my video out to several Facebook groups. And I so appreciate that, Kim. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. So thank you for sharing my videos. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Our words of wisdom this week come from none other than Amelia Earhart, who said, the most effective way to do it is to do it. Have a good week, guys. I hope to be putting up another video very, very soon. Remember, love. Talk to you soon.